Today's video is focusing on gaming, mobile gaming to be specific, on a brand new REDMAGIC 11 Pro. This device is launching today, and of course some of the main benefits of this gaming device is the gaming focused experience, from aesthetics, from looks, from RGB, from cooling, but also even new type of cooling. We're talking about liquid cooling, actual liquid moving around that we can see on the back of the actual unit itself, as well as some new RGB placement, of course the triggers that we have on the side, high refresh rates display, large battery, fast charging, fast RAM, fast storage, fast display, everything that we typically expect from REDMAGIC embodied into a device. This is the REDMAGIC 11 Pro, best gaming device for 2025 and even going into 2026. Let's check it out and see what makes it so special. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. So we have in front of us is the retail packaging of the REDMAGIC 11 Pro. In front of us we have the silver transparent. There's a black transparent as well as a cryo black color. That's the, I would call it more of the base entry version, and these are the two premium versions. Again, basically a transparent silver and a transparent black. This one obviously is the silver. We have a nice blue and white color in here. This is actually the liquid cooling that we're going to talk about a little bit more. We have the logo here for REDMAGIC on the top. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 powering this is one of the first devices to be coming internationally with this device going available. Of course, a dual camera stack on the back here, an ultra wide and a main sensor with 50 megapixels. On the side here, we have access to some new RGB color options. Now, the opening on the left side here may look like it's a speaker opening, but this reality is the fan opening. This is the cooling fan that we've had. It's an iconic look for REDMAGIC for many, many years now. And of course, we have the touch triggers here on the top right and top left that are positioned there. We have one of the microphones, a volume rocker, a power button, as well as the game space, or essentially the gaming experience. Let's go ahead and close it on this side. When we unlock the device, we have a ultrasonic fingerprint sensor on the display. You can definitely see here. Unlock takes us directly into the system. This is REDMAGIC's own UI. It allows us to actually interface with the games that we have installed, customize the experience, set some profile experiences as well. When you're done with it, you just actually reverse the button back and it takes you into the standard UI. Now this is a beautiful 6.85-inch display. Now as far as the configuration is, it's a flat display, flat back. There is no camera bumps. All the sensors are actually under the glass that's covering the back. On the top, we do still have a headphone jack. This is iconic. Again, 2025 and 2026 will carry a headphone jack. REDMAGIC is carrying us there, as well as the ability of having one of the microphones. Now on that bottom, we have obviously the dual SIM tray card, no eSIM support, a USB-C, the bottom firing speaker, and this is basically kind of culminizes the entire experience for the REDMAGIC on the main side. This is going to be powered, or at least leveraging a 7,500 milliampere battery, one of the largest batteries that we have on the market. And it's going to be charged using the included charger in the box. This is a US style charger. Now this is going to be able to provide an 80-watt charging, and that's going to be powering this as far as wired solution. Also, we do also have a wireless solution, which is definitely very nice for REDMAGIC to be able to see that as one of their new features going in here. Although no MagSafe configuration, so let's go ahead and just do real quick. And as you can see here, the logo right there turns on. We are wirelessly charging using our MagSafe configured charger. Unfortunately, again, there is no magnets in here. I mean, or there is a little bit, but they're not strong enough to hold it. So I probably would say make sure if you want to be able to use that, get a MagSafe compatible case. It's always nice to see that the companies are still including cases. This is a transparent case that looks absolutely fantastic in here. It will help with the fingerprints. I'll probably say this overall. So let's go ahead and lock the phone. I'll put down here, and then of course make sure you snap it. And the nice thing about it is that it actually still allows us to enjoy the coloring in here. Again, we have the nice little color options here with the RGBs on the bottom as well as on the top here. You'll notice them right there on the triggers. You're able to customize these experiences directly in there. So it's very nice, very good, protects our device, and still provides us the ability of enjoying the aesthetics. We have the openings here for the triggers, so no blockage. Of course, when you're done, just go ahead and trigger it back, bring it back into the home screen. Now, the UI is pretty much standard. This is REDMAGIC OS 11. On the swipe up here, we have all the applications that are installed and we've installed. On the side, we have the ability of turning on and turning off the fan. Let's go ahead and turn it on. You could definitely activate it if you want, in case you don't want to jump into the entire UI element. Now on the left side, you have access to the Google feed. It's pretty straightforward. The experience that we're getting here, very much, I would say, simple, customizable, but also very powerful. Because in this environment, you're still able to access some of the triggers or options that you want to be able to activate, like the light strips if you want to turn them on. If you want to turn on the cooling fan, turns on the actual sound with it. If you have screen recording, the refresh rates customization in here, Bluetooth activation if you need it, QR code, quick share, all of the services that you'd expect. This is a global version, so it will be launching with Google Play services. Now, if we go into the settings, we'll go ahead and jump in here. It's pretty straightforward. Again, customizations for connectivity, mobile network. I am connecting it to T-Mobile here in the US, so you probably see here. Let's go ahead and turn off the Wi-Fi. As you can see here, it does pick up 5G connectivity, and we're going to talk about the speed test in just a second. We have theme and customization connection, home screen, display, of course, customization, refresh rate, and quality. REDMAGIC AI customization. We have a deep integration with Google Gemini in here. So there's a lot of customizations in there. So REDMAGIC AI Plus, the options that you get in here for color customization, for wallpapers, the sidebar, call assistant, REDMAGIC smart communication, and the system engine option as well to be able to customize and see how your system is performing. We also have obviously the cooling fan, the light strip, the liquid cooling circulation option here. You can definitely see it activates, and it is one of the nice functional options that is visual. You can actually see that. It's really enjoyable to be able to see. Apps, battery configuration, safety information, of course, storage. The model that I have has 512 gigs of internal storage. Let's go ahead and go into about. And there is going to be a couple of configurations of them. Again, the Cryo one, the standard Cryo Black is going to be the base model. That's 12,256. Now, the transparent color silver or black will go from 16 gigabytes of RAM up to 24, and from 512 gigs of storage to 1 terabyte. So just keep that in mind as well. And here you're also able to optimize or leverage some of the storage into the RAM if you need that. The model that I have is NX809J. It's the model that's coming into the US. 7500 milliampere battery. The resolution on the display is 2688 by 1216. Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 mobile processor. And of course, as I mentioned, it is running REDMAGIC OS 11 on top of Android 16 out of the box. September 1st, 2025 and August 1st, Android security patch update. Now, the UI, as we talked about before, is pretty straightforward. The standard UI looks like your standard phone, and you're able to play things and do everything that you want, and leveraging the power of the processor that we have in here. If you want to be able to customize the experience to the next level, all you have to do is not even worry about anything on the screen, is just go ahead to that little button that we have on the side. This is for all intents and purposes, it's a UI switching tool. It allows us to switch between standard UI mode, which is smartphone mode, into gaming mode. Once you activate it, you get a little bit of a visual effect. And then from there, you're able to access the games that you have installed on the device. And you can add additional games if they don't show up by themselves. Like an example here, Real Racing 3 wasn't installed, but it just did not show up. So we'll go ahead and include that in there. Once you have that there, it adds it in. You can select it, customize it, change the settings for it, and of course, allow the system to make sure that you're running the best experience. Now, of course, we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that customization level. But the main UI here lets you leverage, again, the RGBs on the bottom, the RGBs on the back, on the top, as well as the liquid cooling that goes in here. And again, one of the most visually aesthetically pleasing options, especially when you're playing and somebody else is watching there. But before we get in there, we're going to go back into the standard UI. I want to talk to you guys about the cameras. And one of the main things obviously is that we still have that under display camera on the front. It's now a 16 megapixel camera capable of shooting 1080p 30 frames per second resolution video. On the back, we have a dual camera stack, a 50 megapixel main and a 50 megapixel ultra wide. We have the RGB lighting option as well. And of course, the fan that's positioned in here. It kind of looks like a camera sensor, but this is actually just the RGB fan that we have positioned. Again, providing us additional cooling to our device, which has not gotten hot on me a single time in all of the gaming sessions that I've been able to do. But the beautiful thing, again, as you can see here, there is no punch hole camera. It is not in there. Now, once you turn on the camera and switch over to the front facing camera, it's pretty much positioned in here. You can kind of see where my hand or my finger is blocking the camera. So it is still there, just very nicely hidden at least in there. Under video, we're able to shoot 4K as well as 8K video all the way up to 8K 30 frames per second. So 1080p, 4K, 60 here. On the front facing camera, let's go ahead and switch over to the main. 1080p 30 frames per second or 720p 30 frames per second. It's not going to go any higher. It's a 16 megapixel camera, but it is under display. So sometimes the images will look either a little bit soft, but video should be pretty decent. Let's go outside real quick and do a quick test of the front-facing and the rear-facing sensors on the REDMAGIC 11 Pro. Starting off with the front-facing camera, we're shooting at 1080p 30 frames per second. That's going to be the best resolution we're able to shoot here. This phone has an under-display camera, which means it's limited by the function, and that's probably why we don't have 4K. Although we have better recording resolution on the main sensors on the back, providing us a much better experience. Over to the ultra-wide lens. Now, both ultra-wide and main sensor can shoot at 4K 60 frames per second, which makes it much easier for me to fit the environment and the background, of course, at the same time.
The only thing I can also say is on the main sensors on the back, we can shoot all the way up to 8K 30 frames per second. So that's going to be the highest resolution. So best performance is going to be on the main sensors on the back. And for quick videos and selfie experience, it's pretty much going to be 1080p 30 frames per second on the front facing camera. But again, this is a gaming phone. So at its core, this is going to be more of a complementary experience to the gaming that we get on the REDMAGIC 11 Pro.
Now, one of the things you definitely appreciate about the REDMAGIC 11 Pro is that they're leveraging with the best that they're able to do with the sensors that they have. In really good lighting, I think overall the videos, as you saw, look absolutely fantastic. 8K recording, 4K recording on the main sensors on the back, that's going to be the best. And of course, leveraging the fact that we have a dual 50 megapixel. Now, there is no telephoto lens, but again, at the end of the day, we're focusing primarily on a gaming-centric device that has great cameras, as well as the fact that we also have an in-display or under-display camera in the front that gives us a much bigger experience that we don't have to worry about even looking at a punch hole camera in the front. Now, connectivity speed, as I mentioned, in Los Angeles on T-Mobile, this is connecting at sub-6 5G, as you can see, fully compatible, 813 down, 33.4 up, and this is going to be definitely leveraging some of the main benefits. Now, again, depending where you are, you're going to get different speeds, but that was the fastest I was able to get on 5G with T-Mobile here. So absolutely fantastic, really, really nice. Now, when it comes down to, of course, Geekbench, this is purely for reference. This is leveraging here 3700 on the single core and 11,156 on the multi-core. When REDMAGIC says, you know, win more games, they didn't joke. They basically are giving you the full power of the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. That's one of the things they do here. They basically say just take it, have fun with it, and play with it at its full power. And this is pretty much what it means when we get into things like this, when we're playing games and we're enjoying them. Now, before we get too far on this, I do want to share real quick here. Let's say you jump into Call of Duty Mobile. It will select the actual game itself. You're able to customize the system base, jumping into the customization. You can open it up, customize controllers, accessories if they have anything in there. And of course, when you're ready to go, let's go ahead and bring this in and we'll just go ahead and hit start game. We're going to lower the volume just a little bit because it's actually playing pretty loud. The speakers on here are absolutely fantastic. They sound great, full of sound, full of bass. Now, the audio you were listening there was absolutely fantastic. It just sounded like I had a sound system that is sitting next to us. We'll go ahead and close this guy real quick. I'm going to jump into the settings. And under game and graphics, we're able to hit ultra with medium settings, of course, but we also have the ability of customizing our experience by sliding in from the side one more time and bringing in their launcher. We have the ability of changing the custom profile in here from Rise, Balanced, or Eco mode. I always obviously will go for Rise on this one. We have the ability of customizing the touch sensitivity, the fan, the screen recorder, the refresh rate, the Wi-Fi connectivity, the Do Not Disturb, a little shortcut also for applications in case you want to launch them. The ability of customizing the triggers, the two trigger options that you have on the top. As you can see, I have them as my firing triggers positioned there, and you can turn them on or turn them off. It's made to work with any game that you want. Out of the box, obviously, you just need to turn it on and customize it to the game that you want to. Allow you to basically keep only two fingers at the bottom here for more of direction, as opposed to having to worry about, you know, moving fingers too much. Leverage the fingers that you have and the configuration that you have to get the best gaming experience, of course. So what makes a gaming device like the REDMAGIC 11 Pro different than other gaming devices or other devices on the market is just in general. First and foremost, I'll start by saying is the pricing. The REDMAGIC lineup of devices are always priced to give you the best bang for the buck, hands down. From their entry level all the way up to their high-end model, they're always going to be looking to providing you the best experience for not as much money. And I say this by comparison to some of the other options. They're launching with the latest and greatest chipset from Qualcomm, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, and they're giving it to you, and they're giving it to you for the most part with almost no governing. And I mean by this is you're going to be able to push this device very much into many different experiences, from gaming, content creation, producing videos, and even rendering. The main benefit I'll probably say is, one of the main benefits, of course, is A, we have a large battery, so we don't have to charge it as often. B, when you want to charge it, it's an 80-watt charger included in the box. C, if you really want to be able to play games for an extended amount of time and leverage the fact that you have power pass-through on this, you can disable charging, connect the power cable on here, and go for even longer hours without having to generate even additional heat. The cooling system that we have in here on top of the fan that we have provides us a very nice, unique look. I haven't seen a device that has liquid cooling moving in the back of it in this form for many, many years, and that was a concept device at MWC a few years back. So OnePlus, if you're watching me, I'm talking about you. We want that device as well. But I love the fact that REDMAGIC was able to bring this and make this into a device that has also IP rating. Yes, this device actually has some IP rating on it as well. Now, the cameras that we have in here, I'm not going to say they're going to win any awards, but in good lighting, you should be able to do great video and image capture, as you're seeing there with the samples that I'm sharing with you guys. But at the end of the day, when I look at this device, I look at this at a person that loves gaming, and that's primarily what they need. They need a great gaming device that has long battery life, great charging, large display, beautiful display. This device checks off the box. Great for content consumption, great for long flights, great for going on an entire day, not even having to worry to charge your device. This is the device. When it comes to connectivity, again, in the US on T-Mobile, I'm getting sub-SIP connectivity here, and this is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving seeing more compatible devices coming into the market with high-speed functional options built into them, meaning I don't have to worry about getting a little slower speed on my network when I'm out and about on a device that is coming in, specifically when REDMAGIC has been in the market for many, many years now. So I'm really happy to see what REDMAGIC is doing here in 2025 going into 2026 with the 11 Pro. Keep in mind, this is going to be the best that they offer from now till the end of the year. There is going to be an S series that's slightly different. It'll be maybe a little bit more overclocked, but up till that point, the REDMAGIC 11 Pro right now, for the price that this is available, cannot be beat for a Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 smartphone coming in with the best configuration for gaming, content creation, content consumption, long battery life, charging speed, and then things keep going and going. And again, the cameras are pretty decent. I actually don't think they're bad. I'm saying from a smartphone that we talk about overall, this is a gaming forward first, content consumption forward first, as well as content creation forward first device. And if you keep that in mind for the price that they're asking for, you cannot basically lose. And of course, a culmination of all of the years of REDMAGIC releasing their gaming phones and again, giving you the best that they have to offer. With that being said, thank you very much to REDMAGIC for allowing me to check out the REDMAGIC 11 Pro. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Has the fact that this device still has a headphone jack in 2026 really enticed you to allow you to actually pick up a device that has great sound, not only from the speakers, it also has wired, obviously for low latency, great charging speed, large battery, a great configuration, flat display for gaming, absolutely a must, and of course, triggers at the end of the day to provide us not only the ability of having a bigger display enjoyment, but also a much more immersive experience in here. And of course, there'll be a few other accessories that REDMAGIC puts out on the market. Like and subscribe as usual. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.